that'll be the end. I've left instructions. If they do it, they get obliterated. There won't be anything left.
Now, for those wondering, that is Trump giving Iran a warning, saying that his advisors have been given instructions for Iran to be obliterated if he is assassinated. Now, what's interesting is how this narrative has been in play for a while, as we saw back in 2022, how Iran's supreme leader shared an animated video depicting an assassination of Donald Trump. Now, I find the timing of this all very interesting, how we have the Super Bowl this Sunday, and we have Trump to attend this Super Bowl, and he will actually be the first sitting president to go to a Super Bowl. So this is all happening within the same week that we have Trump warning Iran that they will be obliterated if something happens to him. While we also had this huge news coming out yesterday, how Trump is saying that the US will take over Gaza. And not to mention how there was a large-scale nuclear exercise planned in New York. Now let me go back to the Trump attending the Super Bowl situation, where the stadium that the Super Bowl will be taking place at is called Caesars Superdome. Now coincidentally, the first assassination attempt on Donald Trump happened to be on Julius Caesar's birthday. As we know, this took place on July 13th, and Julius Caesar was born on July 13th. Now what's fascinating is that Julius Caesar became the first dictator of Rome, where he played a huge role in the transition from the Roman Republic to the Roman Empire. And the way he became the first Roman dictator was by starting a civil war. And we know that Julius Caesar met his end via an assassination. And as we know, the Super Bowl will be taking place in New Orleans, and coincidentally, Orleans comes from the Roman name Aurelium, which was named after the Roman Emperor Aurelian. And as we can see down here, Julius Caesar conquered the city in 52 BC. Now we know that modern day sporting events and coliseums comes from Rome, a way of mass control through entertainment. And of course, the NFL uses Roman numerals to identify which Super Bowl it is. As we can see, people are asking why Roman numerals are used for the Super Bowl games. It's because we are living in modern day Rome. Rome never truly fell, it just transformed. Now something else interesting to note is how the last time the Super Bowl was in New Orleans, there was a blackout. So the question is, will something happen at this Super Bowl? Where the stadium that the Super Bowl is being played at is where the team the Saints play at. You know, saints, like believers in Jesus Christ. Now clearly this is all speculation, and I am not predicting that something is going to happen, but there's a lot of weird things going on right now. We need to remember how World War I kicked off. It was by an assassination upon a political leader. Likewise, I could see World War III starting in the same fashion, possibly, maybe. We will just have to wait and see. But if something does happen, please be suspicious of whatever narrative they place out there. There's going to be so much confusion and deception and chaos through it, but they will bring order from that chaos. Now, for many years, we've had people talk about the potential of something happening at a Super Bowl. Every year, there's videos. This Super Bowl, something's going to happen, and then nothing happens. So, clearly, this can come and go and pass and nothing happens. So again, I'm not telling you guys something is going to happen, please. And I'm not trying to fearmonger. Fear-mongering is when somebody scares you with no hope. But I leave every video with the hope of Jesus Christ, that we have our blessed hope to look unto, that we keep our eyes focused upon the Lord, that our hope is not found in this world, but the world to come. But with that being said, we want to be as wise as a serpent and innocent and gentle as a dove, taking a step back and looking at the bigger picture, with the underlying agenda of the beast system being ushered in, the golden age of artificial intelligence, cryptocurrency, and uniting the world under this AI governance. But before we can get to that point, there needs to be chaos to bring order from, to bring this unity. There's going to be a lot of things that are disruptive. Now, I'm not predicting that the rapture is taking place this year. I'm also not predicting that Jacob's trouble, the Great Tribulation, is starting this year. But I can confidently tell you guys that change is coming this year. 2025 has been on the radar for hundreds of years from these individuals in the Theosophical Society and the occult. This is a big year, and we can see the writing on the wall. So with that being said, we as believers in Jesus Christ need to keep our eyes focused upon the Lord, while also having our fingers on the pulse of what's going on around us, not being deceived. And right now, during these times, guys, what we are witnessing is the hearts of men being pulled towards their desires. Hence why the idolatry is out of control, why you are witnessing so many believers under this deception, this delusion, because their heart's desires are towards this world and not towards the Lord. So we all need to be careful establishing our hearts, for the coming of the Lord is near. That is James 5:8. So that way we are not deceived by our own heart's desires. That's how the enemy operates, by tempting us to our desires. And we are witnessing that right now, because people have the desire of having worldly prosperity, of having things safe and secure down here, peace and security, but then sudden destruction shall come upon them. So we need to be on guard, checking our hearts, leaning upon the Lord for all understanding and wisdom, and realizing that He is coming quickly. That idea in Revelation, that I come quickly, means that when these things start to unfold, these prophetic events, they will extremely increase at an exponential rate. They rapidly go up. The Greek word, it comes from where we get tachometer. Man, I'm struggling here. Where you accelerate. So He comes quickly. Things move at an exponential rate. And we are witnessing that right now. These prophetic events are coming at us, one after another, and it's increasing, just like birth pains, like contractions. So we need to stay on guard. We need to love each other, walking in the Spirit, the fruit of the Spirit: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Resting in the Lord and not clinging to this world. So with that, guys, we will see what happens on Sunday, and every day is just a new day, and new things come out, but we continue to push forward, walking out there being salt and light. So I love you guys all so much. God bless. Remember, the just shall live by faith.